Hi everybody, Bill here, still here. Thanks to everybody who sent me birthday wishes. It was my birthday last week, the 29th of May. It was a bad one. I had a rotten birthday, I must admit. At midnight, as my birthday, I was watching the clock turn and I was in agony on the toilet, feeling dreadful, and it carried on throughout the day, really rotten. I think it was in that very morning that I called the colorectal nurses in a state saying, please help me, because I'm in such a lot of pain. Can you just please help me out? Look, I was taking that enema. Do you remember I had the week's course of the enemas, which was supposed to cure the ulcer that they found up my backside, which was causing that burning sensation that I get when I go to the loo. And so I had a whole week of these enemas. I started them early, a couple of days before my birthday, because I was thinking, well, I might as well get on with it, because the sooner it's done, the sooner I'll be out of pain. Well, I've had a pretty rotten week of these things. I mean, yeah, taking these at bedtime is not ideal. Actually, it's not like the usual enemas. The reason I opted for it was because it was a really nice feeling to have a good clear out, which I had the night before the sigmoidoscopy. This is a totally different thing. You squirt this thing up your bum and you have to hold it as long as you possibly can, and preferably all night long. Well, in the 7 days on the trot I had to take this thing at bedtime, I managed 2 nights where I was able to hold it all night long, but most nights I'd managed maybe an hour or so, and it was just so uncomfortable. I had to go to the loo because it felt like I was holding acid in itself. It wasn't like a sort of a nice sensation. Sometimes it was actually burning me, as if it was like holding liquid acid in your bum. One night, I only managed about 10 minutes. It was just really burning me. It was so bad, I had to get rid of it. So, has it worked? Well, I don't really know. I think it has worked a bit. So the last one I took was it Thursday night or Friday night, and it's now Monday. I think I am a bit better. I had a reasonable weekend, definitely a bit less burning, but today's been a rough day, just constantly feeling I need the loo, and despite all the loperamide I've been having, I've never really got rid of that sensation all day long. I'm supposed to be calling the colorectal nurses back because I'm letting them know how I got on after the week's course. What I actually did was, when I did speak to them, they returned my call after the one I left on my birthday, and they said that basically I'm low priority now. You see, that's good, isn't it? You know, it's good. Obviously I don't have cancer any longer and that's a good thing, but because I haven't, I'm low down the pecking order when it comes to getting help. And the fact that I'm suffering pain, well, no one died of pain, did they? It's just uncomfortable, and I wish there was some way that they could sort of wave a magic wand and make it all better, but I'm not sure they can. I think one option is to have more enemas. That product I had before, apparently there is one that is less acidic, or feels less acidic to people, so I could try that one. But I'm giving it a day or two before I call them to let them know how I got on, to see whether I am actually feeling better. Maybe today is just a bad day. Anyway, so when it comes to luck, I said, look, am I unlucky? Because frankly, when you look back through the course of my treatment, obviously, yeah, I do not belittle the fact that they've cured the cancer. That's marvellous. Obviously, I'm alive, and that's great. But have I been unlucky along the way with all the hurdles that I've had? And frankly, I think they said I was. Look, I haven't always been unlucky. I actually, this is a little known fact about me. I'll tell anybody who cares to listen, but I haven't played golf for nearly 7 years. I haven't picked up a golf club for nearly 7 years. I used to dabble a bit, play a bit. I wasn't very good, but my claim to fame on the golf course is I got 2 holes in one. Actually, One, I was playing with a friend, an ex-work colleague, and I got a hole in one on one hole, and then 27 holes later, the next time we played, I got another one. Now, the chances apparently are 67 million to 1 that people get 2 holes in one within the same round. Okay, so it wasn't quite that. It's 27 holes later, but still massive odds against. So that was very lucky. So I'm not always unlucky, but in the case of my treatment, when I think back, the original low anterior resection I had, the original surgery to cut out the tumour and the cancerous tissue, I got the collection afterwards, what they call a collection, which is basically an infection where waste's leaking into your body from a hole in the joint. That was very, very painful. I had months of pain of that, and I got readmitted to hospital for pain relief for a week after that, and then came out and I was on all the antibiotics for ages. So that was unusual to get a collection. Then, of course, after my reversal surgery, I get the blockage. That was awful. That terrible blockage I had a few months ago now, when I was readmitted again to hospital for a few days while I sorted that out. And then, of course, I got the fissure, the anal fissure, that word again, the anal fissure, which caused me a lot of pain for a long, long time. And then now it's the ulcer. One thing after another. It just seems that anything that can go wrong does go wrong. It feels like that. I'm having a moan today, I know, but I know some of you like me to moan. It's not always positive. It's not always rosy in the garden. And this is the time I'm going to vent off to you a bit. And finally, just to prove my bad run of luck, well, Chris. Hi, Chris. Yeah, you're a regular contributor to the to my vlogs, and I'm always very grateful to hear from you. And I mentioned last time about those delicious yum-yums that I was eating with Helen, and Chris gave me a tip, said, get toffee yum-yums from Lidl's. They are delicious. So I thought, I will. I made a special trip, Chris, down to get them. Unlucky. I will keep you updated. Listen, I'm not putting comments on this time because I'm just moaning. It's just an update for you. I'll give you hopefully a better update next time when I'm feeling better, hopefully. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.